Now, as people make their way back to Gauteng, the provincial government has raised serious concerns over motorists speeding, their failure to wear seatbelts, children sitting on parents' laps, vlogging and drunk driving on the province's roads. This comes as the Premier's office, Gauteng Transport and law enforcement agencies conducted stop and search operations at the Hoek Toll Plaza yesterday afternoon. Since Monday, 8 motorists have been arrested for speeding, with the highest recorded speed at 200 kilometers per hour. SABC News reporter Calvin Dludla joins us now live from the Hoek Toll Plaza. Calvin, it seems like it's quite slow traffic behind you there, not the high volumes, long lines that we typically would expect at a toll plaza when a lot of motorists are making their way back. But what have you observed so far?
Good afternoon to you and to our SABC viewers at home. I remember when I engaged with Elijah Mhlanga, who speaks for Gauteng government, urging motorists to behave on the road, saying that they have witnessed the accidents in the province. He spoke to some of them and they promised that they will behave. There have been cases since from the 1st of December up until yesterday where drivers were drinking. And earlier I spoke to Fusi Hasane, who speaks for the Taxi Alliance or coordinating, saying that there was a bad behavior from some of the taxi drivers, saying that one of the taxi driver was caught smoking whilst ferrying passengers to Johannesburg. But I just want to step out of shot so that maybe you can have an answer of your question about traffic volumes here at the Hoek Toll Plaza. The Road Traffic Management Corporation told us that this is the time where they are expecting a high number of cars coming in to Gauteng. But let me just introduce Fusi Hasane from the National Taxi Alliance, who will be able to tell us more about the behavior of some of the taxi drivers, because what I have noticed here is that most vehicles that are being stopped by traffic officials are taxis. Mama, thank you very much again for your time. You were telling me that you have experienced or got reports about the bad behavior of some of your taxi drivers.
Yes, there are some elements in our taxi drivers. Some of them, they don't even respect their passengers. They smoke inside. Yesterday, I encountered a driver who was smoking in a taxi. And when asked about it by the passengers who were calling him to order, he became arrogant. He didn't even want to speak to them. He didn't even, for a long distance, he doesn't want to talk to them, and he started changing the driving behavior. So as owners of the business, can we please again plead with our passengers that bad behavior is not allowed? We know that smoking is not allowed.
I saw you were engaging with some of the drivers. I saw one of them did not have even a triangle and a fire extinguisher.
Yes, I plead with the owners of the vehicles. Those cars come out of the industry without the with the fire extinguishers and the triangles. They are not checking, because every time we go to the festive season, even the Easter holidays, it is upon the owner of the vehicle to see to it that his car or her car has got all the requirements of the vehicle. You can just imagine if the car can catch a fire and there's no fire extinguisher. That shows that we don't care about our passengers, we only care about profit.
Thank you very much, Mama, for your time. That was Fusi Hasane telling us that there is a bad behavior that I have noticed from some of the taxis, saying that one of the taxi drivers was smoking a cigarette inside the taxi whilst passengers were inside. And when they tried to stop him, he fought with those passengers. Others do not have permits, others do not have requirements like your triangles and fire extinguishers. But now, let me also introduce Simon Zwane, who speaks for Road Traffic Management Corporation, known as RTMC, who will be able to shed more light on the volume and the number of cars that we are expecting and the behavior of the car. Thank you very much, Mr. Zwane, for your time. Compliments of the new season. You are here. What have you noticed so far when it comes to the traffic volumes at the Hoek?
Yeah, no, we've noticed an increase in traffic volumes from Saturdays, actually from Friday, Saturday, and today. We're expecting that the peak should be around 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Already, traffic volumes have reached the highest point, leaving KwaZulu-Natal. So we expect that those vehicles start reaching Gauteng in the afternoon. We are again appealing to motorists to reduce speed because we are seeing a lot of speeding, and people must also rest in between as they come through. There are predictions of rainfall, particularly on the Free State side, and when it rains, we will ask people to reduce speed and increase following distances.
When it comes to reports, I know it might be preliminary, but how many people have been arrested since December?
Since December, we've arrested, it's now close to 10,000 people. Concerning, of course, is that more than 60% of those were people arrested for drunken driving. And some of them, when they get arrested for drunken driving, they don't show any remorse. Instead, they offer bribes to officers. At this stage, we have 65 drivers that have been arrested for offering bribes to traffic officers.
The number of fatalities?
Well, the number of fatalities, we're still collecting those figures and verifying them. We will release them once we have quality assured all the details.
Let's talk about pedestrians' behavior now. How are they behaving?
Pedestrian behavior continues to be a big problem. Not only pedestrian behavior, but also the conduct of drivers when driving in areas that have got high volumes of pedestrians. So we're asking everybody to assist this process because pedestrians continue to constitute about 45% of people are dying on the roads. So pedestrians should desist from walking on the busy roads when under the influence of alcohol or at night, and drivers must also reduce speed when passing residential areas where we know there are possibilities of pedestrians crossing the roads.
The Taxi Alliance is concerned about the behavior of the taxi drivers. Anything that you have experienced about them?
Well, we haven't received many complaints about taxi drivers, but we are always concerned. Yes, there have been some that have been arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, and those have been dealt with and have been arrested. And we really appeal to owners to ensure that their drivers are behaving appropriately on the roads and that they don't drive under the influence of alcohol, and that they are not put under pressure to continue driving even when they are tired. They must be allowed to take a break in between.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was Mr. Simon Zwane. As I have mentioned earlier, he speaks for a road traffic management cooperation known as RTMC. Before I wrap, our video journalist Scott Bulelani will show you the number of cars that are coming in here at the Hoek Toll Plaza. As you can see, there are police officials all over here. They are stopping these motor vehicles. Most of them that are being stopped will be taxis. We engaged with passengers, and they are happy about the behavior of the driver. We spoke to the drivers. They are also happy about the behavior of their passengers. But what I noticed is that there are those passengers who are still consuming alcohol inside some of the taxis. When I asked them, they told us that they don't know that a passenger is not allowed to drink alcohol because according to them, the passenger is not a driver, so he or she does not pose any threat to the road. And as you can see now, Simon said that they are expecting a high volume now here at the Hoek Toll Plaza. Most of the cars are coming from Durban. Most of the cars are coming from Pietermaritzburg, Johannesburg. They are coming from Escort. They are coming from Mooi River up until in this province of Gauteng. Because of time, I have to say back to you in studio.
Calvin, thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it. Calvin at the Hoek Plaza.